Hello, my name is Earl Trunser with Ingersoll Rand Security Technologies. I'm here today to demonstrate the Schlage CO100 electronic offline lock. This lock, as you can see mounted on this sample here, allows an end user to install a battery-driven basic access system without the need and complexity of an online unit. How this is set up is from the inside, I can always allow a person to exit a interior area. And so you see as I turn the handle, the latch is being retracted. From the exterior or the secured side, how you program this unit with a keypad, you enter a valid code and it will then permit entry. Until then, if you see, this Vandal Guard feature will allow the latch to, the lever to be retracted, but the latch will not permit entry. Again, till a valid code is set into the keypad. The default code that comes with all of these units is 13579#, and I'll demonstrate that here. When I do, you'll see I'll push the lever and it will then retract the latch. So 13579# is being entered. The green light indicates a valid pin, and you saw the latch retract. Okay? So that is how I can get into the door, and this default code again comes with every unit. It's up to you when you change a programming code sequence into this lock, it removes that default. So every code that's entered in after that change of a programming code are ones that you, the end user, have selected. All right. The manual programming that takes place is done via the keypad. It's through a series of commands and steps that we can enter into the keypad a valid PIN number or delete a PIN number that you, the end user, chooses. So the first thing that we strongly recommend is to change the default programming code. Now I mentioned that the default access was 13579#. The programming code is that reversed with a star being pushed. The star places the unit into a programming mode. So once I do that, you'll see the lights flash and the lock will take the step and put itself into programming mode. Let me demonstrate that. 9, 7, 5, 3, 1, star. And the rapid back and forth movement indicates the lock is in programming mode. The step to change the programming code is after the programming code is entered, is a 7 and a star. You then enter the new 5-digit manually programming code into the system 2 times. It will then take the place of the default and become the correct, proper master programming code. For this example, now by the way, that did flash because it timed out. I did not make an entry into the system for over 20 seconds. So it then timed out and is waiting for another command. I will change the default programming code from that 97531 to a 55255, a number that I picked. And I'll demonstrate that. So the steps are going to be put in the current master programming code, put in the command to change the programming code, enter the new code twice, and then put the unit into a normal mode. I'm going to put in the default programming code, 97531 star. I'm going to enter 7 star. And you'll see it's indicating it's accepted that code. I'm going to type in the new code, 55255 star. I'm going to enter it a second time, 55255 star. And I then hit star one last time to take us out of the programming mode, the change mode, and that should now allow me to utilize the new correct or user selected programming code. I do want to demonstrate by changing that to a new default code, a new user code, the default pin should now be removed. So the 13579 pound to get in should no longer access this lock. So we'll demonstrate that. 13579 pound, and you saw the red flash. I could not get in. Okay? So we've changed the programming code to 55255, and I would like to next demonstrate how to enter a pin into the lock. So I have to put the lock into programming mode, hence the code, a 3 star, and then a new pin number is how we enter a pin into this lock. I'll demonstrate that. 55255 star. I put the lock into programming mode. 3 star refers to a entry, and if you notice it's flashing, saying it's accepting the command. If I punch in 7979 star, I'll push star again. Is accepted that, and I'll take it out of programming mode. We should now be able to enter 7979 pound and have the lock accept that pin. So 7979 pound, and you'll see the green indication, and I'm allowed to get in the door. Okay? So that's how you can add a single code. To add 2 codes or more codes at one time, there is a extra step. It is outlined. It should be in the book, or excuse me, the box that you received that has the user instructions with it. I'll demonstrate that. So for the sake of simplicity, I'm going to put 2 new user codes in, a 2222 and a 3333, to demonstrate the addition of 2 codes at one time. To do that, I'm going to have to go back into the programming code, enter the 3 star, enter those 2 codes, and then step back out. Take the lock out of programming mode. So let's demonstrate that. 55255 star. I put the lock into programming mode. If I do 3 star, it's saying I'm going to add a pin. I'm going to choose 2222 star. I'm going to select 3333 star, and accepted that, and I'm going to hit the button to clear. So let's see if in fact, let's go back to the original code I entered, 7979 pound, lets me in the door. If I select 2222 and pound, lets me in the door. It's a valid code. And if I select 3333 star, lets me in the code as well, in the door as well, excuse me. And that's how we can add users. To delete a user, what we do is we have to put the lock into programming mode. 5 star is how we delete a pin. We then enter the pin that we want to remove from the device, from the lock, and then come out of command or programming mode, and it will then no longer have access. So I'm going to take out the 2222 that I entered. So to do that, let's put the lock in programming mode. 55255 star. 5 star, again, is how we remove a code. I'm going to select 2222 star. I'm going to hit it star again, and we now should be out of programming mode. I'm going to see if in fact, let's see, the 3333 star should let us in, and the 222 pound will not.